All right, here we are. Officially episode 2,
Episode 2.
Blue Collar Banter.
Welcome back.
Uh,
I'm Ken.
I'm Ryan, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's me.
I think so.
And by the way, everybody, it's okay. I urge you, please do. This is not Ken. This is Kennifer. He loves it when you call him that. His favorite thing in the world, Kennifer. I'm actually going to try to refer to you as nothing but Kennifer for the rest of this episode. Um, so
There's
we
nothing
are.
I can do to stop that.
There's not a damn thing you can do to stop that at all. Remember, so all right, we both work. What do?
You didn't give me a beer.
That's why you keep looking over to the
I
corner.
I can see the beers,
Okay,
but you didn't give me one.
I'm not even. I don't think I'm gonna edit this out. I'm really not. Hold on. Sorry, princess. You could see them. I thought you would get one for yourself.
Ow! You fuck!
You deserve that.
What? Dude, why is everything in your house shocking me?
This is. I don't know what's been going on, you guys. We've both been
has-
getting lit up by static electricity for
It
the
has
past
to be the weather.
It will.
It's super dry.
It
but it's
definitely
cold.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to touch on that Florida weather. I don't care. I don't care where you're from. 30 degrees is fucking cold, right? I know everybody says that Floridians are bitches because when it gets to be in the 50s, we're wearing hoodies, which yes, we are, right? And when I first moved here, I'm from Massachusetts originally. So when I first moved here, I'm like 50 degrees. That's t-shirt weather. No, not anymore. 50 degrees. I'm in jeans, boots, hoodie. Like I'm cold.
Yeah.
But today is the exception. I don't know if you guys know this. We're recording now. It's late January, almost February, and there's a huge one of the worst cold fronts come through right now. And it's funny because I'll joke around and be like, Floridians get to turn into little bitches when it's cold outside, but no, it's real like grown up cold.
Yeah.
Like this
This
I don't.
morning, when my wife took her kids to school, she came in the bedroom after she got home and said, "I hope you dress warm today." It was 38 degrees outside this morning.
Dude, so Shay didn't have to go to work until late today, and Tate came home from school I think right before or right around the time that she was leaving, and she goes, "By the way, you need to bring your dog out." And Tate goes, "Why?" She goes, "It's too cold. I won't bring him out." It's like it was like 45 by that time, but I don't care who you are or where you're from. You're not like it's 32 degrees outside. Let's put on shorts and a t-shirt. Like no,
I
you
kind of
are.
disagree, though.
Where you there? Wait, maybe fucking Nova Scotia? Like no, there's no
dude,
way.
I went to Chicago to visit my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, and the motherfucker, dude, it was 16 degrees outside, and the motherfucker walks outside in shorts and a cut-off t-shirt.
Okay, right. But there's
Because
did
it
he?
was normally in the negatives, so 16 degrees when it's in the negatives isn't that bad.
But did he walk outside to meet you real quick, or were you guys
Oh, no,
going for a jaunt?
Oh no, we were outside for a while.
I mean,
I was bundled up like a little bitch and whining, and he was
Okay.
standing out there in shorts and a cut-off t-shirt.
then maybe I stand corrected. Maybe there are
It
places.
all depends on like, right? So if it's like negative 10 degrees outside all the time, and then it becomes 30, that's our fucking 80 degrees, bro.
I mean, yeah, yeah. I guess I'm from Massachusetts, right? I'm no stranger
You
to
say
cold
that,
weather. But I've been
you're
here
a
for 15.
Florida man now.
I've been here for 15 years.
Yeah.
Yes, like my blood has thinned, as they say, right? But I know what cold feels like, right? When I grew up, if you went, your nostrils suck together, right? Like I know what real cold really feels like, and knowing that 30 degrees is still fucking cold outside, but. So that's
Especially
been
when it's like that chill the bone.
right.
Chill-
Like as
oh,
soon as you
God.
walk outside, you're like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Like that's been our day today. It's going to be in our next couple of days, which I get it. Inside of a month, we're going to be back at beach weather, and everybody else is going to be shoveling
true,
snow. So
yeah.
I'm not going to bitch about it.
No.
But I am just going to stand up for Floridians, which I rarely do, and say 30 degrees is cold. I woke up this morning like, "Oh, I'm going to die today." Like it's that cold where your fingers stop working.
Oh God! And there's nothing you could do about that, and then you bash your finger on. I already cut my knuckle today, and that hurt like
And
hell. just
everything
because it was
hurts.
cold.
Like I could do this right now, and I'm good, right?
Yeah.
But if it's 30 degrees and I knock my knuckle on something, I just want to cut it off.
Yeah,
Fuck it,
yeah,
I'm
that
done.
doesn't feel good, not at all.
So I'm gonna touch on this just because it's now and it's present and it just happened. So I came home today and I planned on taking this TV you can see here that they can't see, you
Yep,
guys can't
there's
see
a
it,
TV
and
right
putting
there.
it right up there.
Yeah.
But instead, I came home and I found the shelf in my laundry room of the home that we just bought is hanging out of the wall.
Out of the like it fell off.
One side did,
One side did. Okay.
and it's got a whole bunch of shit up top. And I'm like, what is happening? So I go to touch it, and the drywall's wet. I'm like, wet
That's
drywall.
never good.
So then I just go grab a knife and I start to cut it open real quick. And the shelf was put in. I'll come back to this. The shelf was put in, screwed into a drain pipe for the upstairs sink.
Upstairs sink.
Just the sink, right. So as long as he's been using the sink upstairs, it's been running water through this pipe, and there's holes in the pipe, and now it's soaking into my drywall, and now we have a problem, right? So it's funny, the show is called Blue Collared Banter, and we talked about how we do a little bit of everything, and we were just talking like, I don't know, 3-4 weeks ago. I can't imagine living in a world where something happens.
And we don't know how to fix it.
Exactly. Like
Or if we even if we don't know how to do it, we get the knowledge from, I have a master's degree. You have a doctorate degree in YT University.
Oh,
If you don't know what YT University is, then you need to sit your ass down and figure it out. Like YT University, bro. You got some degrees out there.
Well, and the thing is, too, we have enough common sense to understand what we learn at YT University, right?
Yeah.
If you guys haven't picked up on it yet, YouTube University, you can learn everything you need to.
You were nice. I wouldn't have told him.
And I'm going to give him a little bit of something, right? But even if it's stuff you don't know, you have enough common sense and wherewithal to figure it out.
Correct.
You went through stuff. I mean, you had your water softener issue. You've done stuff in your house that I'm like, I would have no idea where to start or how to
Tell
start.
you right now. You brought it up. That was some of the worst time ever.
Right.
So I don't know what it is about water heaters. I don't know how they work. I don't know what they do. I just
Water
know
softeners, you mean.
they soften the water,
Right.
Make it so it's not so hard. But here's what I don't get is apparently inside the water softener, whatever the part that makes it soft, not the salt that you have to add to it, right? The other part
Right.
that gave out.
Yeah.
Apparently, and it clogged every single point where water comes out in my house.
You're talking water spigots, sinks,
Dude, it clogged
dishwashers,
sinks,
washers,
dishwasher,
Yeah.
washer, refrigerator. My brand new refrigerator. I
Oh,
can't even
shit.
use the water port on it anymore because there's no way to.
You mean you don't just have instant ice?
No, I can't.
You're living back in the 90s with ice trays.
Dude, I can't even because it won't let water go into the fridge anymore.
Oh, that's terrible.
And there's no way to clear. At least not that I've found. There's no way to clear that out.
Right.
And
So-
I just bought the refrigerator, so I'm not buying another one.
Well, it's not the fridge. It's either way. We
But
can
dude,
discuss that later.
I had to take every single shower faucet, every single sink faucet apart, and clean out the crap that came from that water softener.
Right.
It was at least a 2-week ordeal of cleaning everything out.
But the moral of the story is you were able to do that. You did that
Yeah.
on your own,
Yeah.
right? But the thing with Blue Collared Banter is we can do the things that we do on our own by ourselves. And I come home today, and my shelf is hanging out. I'm like, why is that happening? Touch it, water, cut it open, screwed into a pipe. Now, I was able to tear it out. I mean, this was in the past 3 hours.
Yeah.
Tore it out, cut a hole in the wall, fixed the pipe, put it back up, got a first coat of drywall on. And the funny part was, not only was that done, but I just had this shit laying around my house. I just had 2x4 and
You had
drywall
drywall,
and mud. Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess I had
Tape.
I guess I had the things in my house. Like, oh, well, this is rather inconvenient.
Yeah.
Well, whereas like everybody else, was like, what? Do I need to call a plumber? Like, this would have been a terrible thing for a normal person. I'm just like, well,
It just
this is a
thinking how much
shitty
they would have had to
Tuesday.
spend. Like if somebody didn't know how to fix that.
Yeah, it's crazy. But so I text Shay and I'm like, hey, listen, this is what happened. I found it. I fixed it. I solved it. Problem solved, right? And this is where, okay, she's not the normal woman because,
You need to choose your next words
oh, no.
very carefully.
This is
Very carefully.
we are good here because the way I framed it is because it's what happened.
Yeah.
That shelf we had in the laundry room, It was screwed into a pipe
Correct.
and it caused water damage. I cut
Unknowingly,
it
yeah.
out. I fixed it. Right. She goes, well, it was screwed in twice because you took the shelf down and then you put the shelf back up. So there was their hole, and
Why'd you
then
take
there
the
was
shelf
also
down?
your for painting.
Oh,
She goes, so you took it down, but then you put it back up. So there was their hole, and then there was also your hole. So there was two holes in the pipe. And I tried to be like, oh, these dumbasses who owned the house before we moved in, right? They're the ones. And she goes, no, 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 no. I see through your bullshit. You did it too, motherfucker.
you need to own the blame on yourself in this as well, motherfucker.
So the worst part is like, no, you saw that room. You would never think there's a 3-inch drain pipe behind that wall, but there is. Anyway, what's done is done. What I turned it into was, this is my problem. I've made a mistake. So what's transpired that you don't know about is next week when I finish painting and I texture and I make it like that never happened. She texts me and she goes, it just sucks because all I wanted was just a really nice laundry room. It's what I dreamed of, having this house.
Ouch.
So do you know what I'm doing next week?
Updating the laundry room.
Cabinets, shelving. Yeah. This has turned into a, I'm sorry somebody else fucked up, but because I kind of sort of fucked up too, I'm giving you a laundry room.
Yeah.
But that was my own choice. I felt bad. I'm like, you know what? You're right. This sucks that I have to cut this hole in here and I have to do this thing due to nobody's fault, but you're the only one who suffers. Because guess what? I don't care what it looks like. It's a laundry room. I could leave it as it is right now with one coat and I don't care. But she does, and she's the one who has to suffer with it. So it's like, motherfucker, how did I get myself? I didn't even do anything wrong.
Dude, the bad part about being a tradesman, right? And you'll talk to your spouse about what you did. Oh man, this job was so fucked up. I had to jerry rig this and jerry rig this just to get it up and running for them. And all they hear, you didn't fix nothing.
You just half-ass stuff. Yeah.
Half-ass it. So then when something big and important comes up at the house, you're like, oh babe, I can take care of that.
And they're like,
She's
no, I've
I
heard
kinda
your
want a
stories.
professional. I'm like, oh.
I am a professional.
Oh, that hurt so much. I am a professional. She's like, no, I don't want it jerry rigged. Hold on, just okay. You know what? I'll give you a little bit of that.
So,
But yeah,
I earned a little bit of this, right? She texted me when I sent her a picture and told her what happened. She goes, so did you replace the pipe or did you band-aid the pipe? Do we? No, she goes, no. She said, did you fix the pipe or band-aid the pipe, and do we have to replace it? I said, it's fixed. But she's heard.
so you cut above, cut below, put couplings on there and a new pipe in it.
I didn't say I replaced it, but I also didn't.
That's not replacing it. That's repairing it.
Fix is fixed.
Fix. Okay.
So
it's a Band-Aid.
It ain't gonna leak.
It ain't gonna. Oh God. I don't even want to know.
It's not a pressurized pipe. We'll talk about it. It ain't gonna leak. It's fine. It's so. But they hear the stories, and a lot of the work we do, it's not. Without getting into too much detail, right? It's not technically on us that we have to band-aid things, but we're sent out by a home warranty company, and the home warranty company wants us to do the bare minimum. And sometimes we're forced to do the bare minimum, even when it's against what we feel as though is best. So we come home and we tell those stories. But I dug myself into this corner because prior to, I would tell Shay about like the stuff I did at other houses I lived in, and I didn't know then what I know now.
Right.
So I made all my mistakes and did things terribly wrong and terribly half-assed then.
Yep.
But all she hears, well, I did stuff half-assed.
What you made a mistake.
Right. She doesn't hear like, no, I learned from that and I know how to do it the right. She's seen pictures of my drywall work. You've seen a beautiful work. Like she's like, yeah, but are you sure you know how to do it the right way? Like, this is my laundry room. I can close the door. Ain't no one gonna see your laundry room. I can close your eyes. You ain't gonna see your laundry room either. It's really not that big of a deal.
Yeah, no, I get it for sure.
All right, you had some stuff for our intro starting question. You know, whatever you want to call that.
So the next segment. All right, hear me out. Okay. Would you rather?
No.
Yeah, no. Would you rather? It's not a bad one. Okay, it's not. It's really not. Would you rather steal $1,000 a day? Hold on. or one object for the year.
Okay,
Now,
well, wait.
there
So
is no investing. There is no loopholes here. You either you go, like, let's say you go to the grocery store and you spend $500 at the grocery store. You can walk out with it without paying for it for the $1,000 a day, and then you still have $500 of the dollars that you.
oh, so you're not stealing $1,000 from
It's
one
not
person
money.
or entity.
It's
It's
not money.
$1,000 value,
Yes.
$1,000 worth of stuff.
Yeah, or one object a year.
Am I allowed to sell the things I
Nope.
steal?
Nope. Nope.
So I can't like steal $1,000 a day to pay my mortgage.
No. No, because you're not stealing money.
But
And
I'm
you
stealing
can't steal
things.
objects and sell them. No, whatever you steal, you have. That's it. That's the end of the list.
That's not so.
So
You can steal up to $1,000 worth of stuff a day.
a day.
Is this now you're automatically getting away with this? You're not getting caught. No one's
Correct.
knocking on your door.
Yep.
Like you have a pass. Like, hey, this is mine. Sorry, fuck you.
Yeah,
like
pretty
you're
much.
you're allowed to.
Yeah.
I don't know, man, because like I want to say one object a year, because that one object a year, like I go to Royal Caribbean and I steal the Utopia of the Seas. You have to pay me back for that, or it's mine now.
What, the ship?
Yeah,
Okay.
like I could steal one object a year, right? I
Okay.
steal the Utopia of the Seas. I can't get in trouble for it, but I now own it. I can sell it back to them for how much money?
Remember
I
the
can't.
$1,000 a day part?
Oh, that same rule applies to. So, like, I can't steal
You
something.
can't steal like a G5 airplane and then sell it back to the people you stole it from.
But
That
I can't.
G5 airplane is now yours.
But I can't afford to hire a pilot for the G5 airplane, so it's fucking useless to me.
Okay.
At that point, if those are the rules of this engagement, then there's no point in even stealing one thing a year because you can't profit or make your life any better. Like, I mean, I
Why
guess
not?
if you steal a house, if you could steal a house, sure.
So
now you have a
how-
house.
We'll say a house. You steal a house.
Yeah,
Okay, that house is now yours.
yeah.
Yeah. Why is that a bad thing?
It's not that it's a bad thing. Stealing the house itself isn't, but it's not going to make my life. I still have to pay for the house. I still have to pay for the insurance. I still have to.
You don't have to pay for the house. The house is yours.
The insurance, taxes, like all that other stuff that comes with a house, you still
Yeah.
have to pay for,
Okay.
which I guess you would have to do anyway. You're just not paying a mortgage, right? If I'm thinking about this situation, it'd be nice to not have the mortgage on top of it. So that's all right. Now I guess I might be coming back around. But I mean, think about the value of it, right? $1,000 a day, $365,000 a year.
Yeah.
You can't argue with that.
No.
You never pay bills.
Why?
You never pay because you can steal the things you would buy.
Right, but you still have bills.
So I can't steal power.
No.
What if I tap into my neighbor's house? That's stealing their power.
No, because that's not.
See?
Here we go with loopholes.
You can't propose a question like this without being ready for the good old
See, I don't-
karate block because you, in theory, I never pay for gas.
Correct.
I never pay for food.
Correct.
I never pay for anything I need because I don't use $1,000 a day worth of shit ever. And doubling that down, anytime anybody else around me needs stuff, let me know. I'll steal it. I can't get caught.
Yeah.
Right? So I
No,
never.
remember, it's got to be yours.
It is mine. I'm just choosing to give it away. I'm not selling it. You said I can't sell it, not I can't give it away.
Okay.
Just because I can't sell it, don't mean I can't help the needy.
Okay.
So if Shay's like, "Hey, I need razors," I'm like, "Hey, so do I," and I go steal $100 worth of razors today, right? Even take that one step further. Cool. I can steal $1,000 of shit worth a day, every day. I'm gonna steal shit I don't need just to stack it up. So now I never have to buy those things, which means in theory, the money that I make, I just get to keep and pay the things I can't steal, right? Mortgage,
Yeah, mortgage.
Um,
Unless you.
my car, because it's more than $1,000 a day.
Right.
So I pay for a car, I pay for mortgage, and I pay for insurance, and that's it. The rest of my money's mine. Final answer, lock it in. I'm stealing $1,000 a day, every day. Done.
I think that's what I would do too. Just
You have
because my grocery bill.
Oh, please don't.
I'm not putting. Well, I fuck it. My grocery bill. If I go to the store and I'm filling up my cabinets and refrigerator with groceries, the 6 gallons of milk that I have to buy weekly. My grocery bill is probably anywhere between $400 and $500. Actually, $300 and $500.
That's
Because again, I have
adorable.
4 kids, okay, 4 daughters, and dude, milk is weekly for me, and we buy at least 4 gallons a week.
As you know, I'm going through some stuff with court, with
Okay,
custody, and trying
that's
to.
kind of a
No, it's
weird
not.
jump from groceries to court.
It's not, and you'll see why. I'm trying to get Zoe equal time, right? Which is an uphill battle. Being a father, it's a shit show. We'll get there. That later on, different time, different day.
Yeah.
The moral of that story is, I recently had to do a lot of financial work to submit into the chorus of what I spend where and my income and all of that. $19,680 at Publix in 1 year. Almost $20,000 in 12 months. It comes out to be just under $1,700 a month on groceries.
I feel like I got that beat.
You might, but I'm just saying I feel your pain.
I feel like I'd have to have that beat. Almost.
You have to with your basketball team.
Okay, yeah, whatever. We'll go with that.
Yeah, I mean you've got a whole WNBA team at your house.
I do.
You got 4 daughters and Holly.
Yeah.
You have an entire WNBA team, and they're probably better than half the teams in the WNBA right now.
Tell me how you really feel about the WNBA.
So I've got Zoe, she's 10. But my other 2 are 17 and 20-year-old boys. They're Shay's sons, right? So Tate is 5'11".
Okay.
Gage is I think 6'3",
Yep.
maybe. Like I don't have step kids. I have step men. Like do you understand what it's like? I don't like if they really wanted to, they could team together and beat my ass. And there is not
you
a
have to look. Listen.
yeah, right.
You
There's
do what I tell you to do
not
right
a-
now.
Do you have any idea what it's like to ask a grown man to take out the trash? Like, so I've got that on that end, which, luckily, like, they respect me, I respect them. So it's not like that. But sometimes in my life, I stop and I think and I imagine for a moment, like, this could be very, very different. Like,
for sure.
and like
Yeah.
I've told them both, like, especially when me and Shay first got together and stuff, like, I've got nothing but respect for both of you, because either one of you could have been like, who the fuck are you? Like,
Why is this
right,
little man in my house?
yeah, just because you're fucking my mom doesn't mean I have to like you. Like, we've had those conversations, and they're both super cool. Like,
Yeah.
we get along very, very well. They are my kids. They're just literally physically impossible to actually be my kids, right? They didn't actually they didn't used to be my bodily fluid. They used to be somebody else's bodily fluid, but I still love them the same.
Yeah. No,
And-
they definitely didn't come for you because again, they're 5'11" and
So
6'3".
and dude, so shortly after me and Shay moved in together, Zoe was here and she was going to bed and she wanted a cup of water, right? So our Stanley cups or whatever, they were up above the sink. And so
Please don't tell me you
Zoe's
asked
in
your
bed.
kid to help you
No,
reach
it's
it,
even
because-
worse than that. Zoe's in bed. I'm up on my tiptoes. I got my fingers just on the bottom of the cup. And I don't know, but Gage just comes up right behind me and goes, "Need a big boy to do that for you?" Right into my ear.
Oh,
Dude.
that's great. That's
Shay
so
was standing
great.
behind me. We just dropped to the ground like we were crying. Like he
is
came
awesome.
around. He had an arm on the shoulder and put his face
feel
like
his dick
right.
touch your
In,
back?
I didn't. Wouldn't have been my back because he's so tall. It would have been like my shoulder blades. But no, like I didn't notice it there at the time. He was happy. Just not happy to see me.
Yeah.
But then. So I've got that, like, boy shit talking, like, it's a whole different world. And then I have Zoe, my 10-year-old little girl,
Mm-hmm.
who is arguably more of an asshole than they are. right? So
I can agree with that.
I know every guy says this, but you've known me for a long time, so you can attest to this. Over the past, I don't know, 18 months or so, I've lost a lot of mass up top where it looks good and gained a little bit in the middle where it doesn't, right?
Okay.
I used to be stacked. I used to be really big. So probably like 2 months ago or so, like I'm trying to get back down to where I used to be, and I'm sitting there, and Shay and Zoe are in the living room, and I walk out of the bathroom. I'm like, dude, I lost 5 pounds. Zoe looks me dead in the eyes and goes, where?
Oh my God.
Like that cuts deep,
Oh,
right?
that
Like
does cut
that's
deep,
like
but you can't be mad at it. You
right.
have to go over and give her some kind of fist bump or something.
I can't be mad because one, it's my fault. She sees how I talk to you, how I talk to Colin, how I talk. She sees like not only like he loves these people, but he talks to them this way, so it must be acceptable.
Oh yeah, for
But
sure.
she also knows that like more important than a happy feeling in our house is a good joke.
Okay.
And if you can make a good joke and you can time it right and make it, I ain't gonna be mad at you.
Yep.
Like you may hurt my feelings, but I won't be mad. And it was just everything, just the tone, the time. Where? I'm like, come on, really good, but that sucked. Like
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was rough.
Like you want to be a dad so bad, and you're like,
But like I couldn't, like I cried, but there were tears of joy, not tears of sadness. Like, good job.
oh God.
I've never been more proud of you than I am right now in this moment.
Yeah.
I couldn't be happier. So like and I know that you've got quite the spectrum on your end too, but you also have all girls,
I do.
right? So like I'm looking
But
at
again, they're from me.
right.
So,
I mean, yeah, fair. So I mean, you're just catching blows
oh
all the
dude.
time.
Oh dude.
Dude, I couldn't imagine. So I've known Victoria since she was really, really little. I couldn't imagine how shitty I would feel about myself if she insulted me and it was like a good one, right?
She
Because
insults you all the time.
right, but I don't hear it, so it's fine. That's okay. But I've known her since she was younger than Zoe, right? She was just this little girl.
Let's see, 2015. So she was what? That was 10 years ago?
Yeah,
10
I've
years
known her
ago?
since she was
So
7 or
was
8 years
7.
old. Yeah. Like it was significantly younger than Zoe. So to just have this person who I think of as this, sweet little 10-year-old girl to walk in and be like, "Fuck you, Ryan, you look gay." Like,
She's not the one that would say that.
well, no, you're right. She's the one who would look down as she spoke to me.
Yes. Yes.
And make sure I knew that she was looking down as she
Yes.
spoke to me. Yes.
Yeah. The
She's a bit
moment
more
she
subtle
passed
with it.
My wife was it was a spectacle in the household for sure.
So do you have like the alpha female situation now in your house? Because like technically Victoria could whoop her ass, she just chooses not to.
Victoria can't whoop anybody's ass.
Oh, okay. Well.
She is literally skin and bones and would not hurt a fly. My 12-year-old, on the other hand, she's actually like incredibly strong.
Can I tell you something like really serious? She's always scared me.
Haley?
I've always been afraid of Haley.
Oh, dude.
Always.
So I'll play fight with all my kids, right? And I've always done it since they were babies. Because
Babies? How do you play fight with an infant?
Okay. Okay.
Oh, baby.
Play roughhousing. Okay.
Come get your binky, bitch.
Yeah.
Play fight with a baby.
So I've always roughhoused my kids.
Right.
Okay, because even though they're girls, they're girls. I want them to be able to protect themselves.
Right.
I don't have to worry about that with Haley.
Haley will put you through a wall.
I have to watch out for myself when I fight with Haley. And I'll usually have to tell her, okay, that's it.
We're good.
And, I'll walk away and I'll go in my room and I'll be like, oh my God. But obviously I can't do it in front of her.
Right.
But dude, she hits. So when we need something lifted heavy, you'd think you'd call the 17-year-old, right, to help lift it. No, I call my 12-year-old. And my 17-year-old.
Wait, hold on, wait. Why are you calling any child to lift up heavy? Aren't you?
If it's something that's like too long for me to
Are
get a
you
hold
saying
of.
that your 12-year-old is stronger than you right now?
No.
Okay, because that's what it sounds
It's
like.
probably close, to be honest. Dude, I'm telling you, that kid, she looks like she's skin and bones, but she's thick. Like,
I mean, all right.
No. So she's not even okay. So
She's
I don't want
dense, right? She's strong.
There's no weakness to her, and it's insane. Like I could straight up hit her in the stomach, which I don't do. Okay?
Right.
but
Quit.
I could.
We do not abuse our children on Blue Collared
But I
Banter.
could, and she'll just walk it off like
Yeah.
nothing happened. And we've known this is how she was gonna be since she was a baby, bro. She was 2 years old, and we were at a plaything in a mall. You know, like those kid areas.
Yeah, the little bouncy, everything's kind of soft, but not quite.
Right.
Yeah.
She was running one direction. I'd say a boy that was probably like 7, maybe. Was
Tell
running
me
another
she gets
direction.
laid him out.
Dude, they fell at the same time, and they hit each other's heads. Haley stands up, looks at us, and goes, "I'm okay." That kid bawled for an hour. That kid did not move from the ground and bawled for an hour.
Okay, hold on. So you said I'm okay. I don't want to cut you off, but I have to remember this. A week ago, so we all get up early to go to work. We're up and out of this house by 7:30, right? And so it's like 7:15. I'm not quite up, but Gage, I guess, has a route in like Orlando or some shit. So he's got a drive ahead of him, and we hear boom 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 boom, and
The stairs.
so Shay yells, "Gage, you okay, boo?" He goes, "I didn't fall down the stairs."
That is awesome.
It's like when you're in your room doing something that you know you're not supposed to, and your mom goes, "Hey, are you okay?" And you go, "Nothing."
Yeah.
Like
Not even an answer. Not what I was asking.
like no one asked if you fell down the stairs. He goes, "I didn't fall down the stairs." I'm like, "Yeah, yes, the fuck you did."
Yeah.
I heard what happened. You heard step, the heel missed the next step, and you bounced off the next two and caught yourself real quick with a step. Like you knew exactly what, but just that. No matter how old they are, it never stops, right? Like she was really like she heard a loud sound. She's really like that's her baby boy. Like, "Hey, you okay?" "I didn't put on the stairs."
Dude, that's how Haley's
Like, "No, you
so-
busted your ass, bitch. What do you
Bro,
mean?"
Haley's one of the clumsiest people you ever meet, which is great that she's strong and tough because
If you're
takes
gonna
it.
be dumb, you got to be tough.
Ugh.
Yeah.
she falls. Like she'll be running, and we'll be in the living room watching TV, and all of a sudden we'll hear that same noise, and I'll just pick my head up a little bit to listen. She'll go, "I'm okay," and then you
She
continue.
knows.
If I don't hear "I'm okay" within about 5 seconds, then that's when I'll start standing up to go check.
Haley
what happened.
Haley reminds me of the kind of, I'm sure you've seen like the meme on social media or whatever. Thud. "Hey, you okay up there?" "Yeah, I just dropped my shirt." "That sounded heavier than a shirt." "Yeah, I was in it." That's Haley.
Yeah.
That's what I think of. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
she's a tough cookie.
yeah, like she could take a beating, but also maybe let's not depend on her to solve the math equation.
Oh no, she's stupid smart.
Is she really?
Oh my god. Okay,
I know
for-
Victoria. I
let-
know Victoria's
so
borderline
let's
genius.
go ahead and put this on the record. All my girls are incredibly smart. They're all above their grade levels that they're in.
So they 100% take after their mom.
Correct.
Right.
When it comes to brains, yes.
Right.
Straight up.
Sometimes I wonder if you still know your alphabet.
It's I forget a couple letters here and there. But she's stupid smart. Yeah.
Right.
So
So I mean, so then she's got it lucky that she is both incredibly intelligent and incredibly strong.
right.
Right. So
And she's the girl that we've been saying that is going to change the world.
she's gonna be who, like, Victoria's gonna be 24, 25 years old, and she's gonna be in trouble and call her little sister to come beat somebody's ass.
Well, what do I mean by like change the world though? Dude, this kid, we went bed shopping long time ago. Not long time ago. I'd say about 3 years
While
ago.
ago,
Me
yeah.
and my wife bought a new bed. And
What happened to the old one?
the old the old one was from 2007.
So it's a couple
Been
kids
through
old.
some shit, okay? And she's seen the price, and it was a nice bed set. It was like $3,000,
Right.
Because it was a whole bedroom set.
Yeah, it wasn't just a bed. It was everything.
It was,
right.
Yeah, a whole bedroom set, and she flipped. She's like, everybody needs a bed. Why are beds that expensive? And I was like, baby, that's just how it is. And the same thing when it comes to like a refrigerator, because remember our refrigerator got the water thing.
Right.
She's like, "Why don't we just go get another one?" I was like, "Baby, the refrigerator's like
They're expensive. Yeah, they're not
$2,000."
cheap.
And she's like, "But everybody needs a refrigerator. Why is it?" That kind of mindset, dude.
Right.
I've been telling her since she was 5, "You're gonna change the world,"
She's gonna have some.
and she doesn't understand why kids are mean.
I don't understand why kids are mean. They're mean to me.
Well, that's because you're the same size as them. No, for real though, at school, man, she'll come home and she'll be like, "This kid got in trouble at school today because he was bullying another one." Like, I don't understand. Why does he have to act like that?
Yeah.
And it's like, baby, that shit's gonna happen, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's just how the world is. And one of her,
unfortunately, everybody's not going to be nice.
Yeah,
it's just not where we live.
She used to have a friend that they were best friends, and for some reason, that best friend hit a spot in her growing up that she decided she wanted to start being a bitch.
Yeah.
And Haley didn't understand it. And Haley's like, "I don't want to be friends with her if she's going to act like that." And that's when I told her, I was like, "Listen, so you're old enough to start realizing that you're going to think people are your friends, and it's going to turn out that maybe they're not. And that's okay, because you're you. You keep on being you, and you'll always have friends." Are you shitting me?
Are you shitting me? All right, so you've got to be shitting me.
Right.
This is news articles that we find, that we see, and we're like, you can't be serious, right? Like, that didn't actually happen. Oh, it did.
Yeah. Oh,
So this one, I clicked on it just because of the headline.
Okay.
But the more I kept going, the worse it got. There's a lot to unpack here.
Okay.
Delaware man fired after being accused of having sex with a prostitute in a school bus.
On a school bus.
On a school bus.
So is the bus driver, I presume.
Alvin Rome. Okay. A Delaware man has been fired from his job as a school bus driver after he was allegedly caught on surveillance camera having sex with a prostitute inside the bus. The police in the city of Dover arrested Alvin Rome, 62 years old, on January 12th and charged with patronizing a prostitute within 1,000 feet of a school, resident, church, or place, as well as lewdness.
I'm guessing on video, right? They mean by the camera that's on the buses.
Oh, we'll get there.
Oh, okay.
A statement from Dover cops confirmed Rome was working as a school bus driver on January 6th, the day he was caught on camera. In the video, Rome is allegedly seen soliciting a prostitute who boards the bus. He then drives to Jerusalem Way, a private road that leads to a Baptist church.
Okay.
Once parked in the area of Jerusalem Way, Rome was shown engaging in sex acts with the female on the school bus and exchanging money for the same. Oh, it keeps getting... So, homeboy ran his route, dropped the kids off at school, and thought, this ain't it.
Yeah.
Drove up and down the road, picked up a hooker who climbed into the school bus. There are 2 people in this story who are not all there.
I mean, you got to make a living.
In a school bus? Listen, everybody has to have a line. It doesn't matter. She's not in it for the enjoyment, okay? She's not... If she really cared about who, where, and how she was doing this, she probably wouldn't be a prostitute. She might maybe work for an escort service, maybe something a little high class. If you're fucking a 62-year-old man in a school bus, you don't give a fuck about the flat seats. Right? You don't. Right? She's doing this for meth. Right? So Rome is not employed by the school district, but was employed by a bus service in the district that was contracted to shuttle students to and from school. The footage was allegedly discovered by a school district employee who was reviewing the video as part of an unrelated investigation.
So he was already in trouble for something.
No, or he was either already in trouble, or there was something else going on. Maybe, like, as kids said, they were bullied on the bus, right? So they went to go look at the bus, and they were like, "Oh shit, he fucking on the bus." Like, who know? that's a whole nother story. Like, where did that come from?
Yeah.
So the video was then turned over to the Dover Police Department. Rome was released on bond. When reached by phone, Rome declined to comment. Like, bro, were you fucking on that bus? No comment.
Yeah.
Like,
no comment.
imagine that. Like, I plead the fifth, sir. We're not in a court of law.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself, copper. Like,
We have you on video.
it was unclear if Rome had appeared before a judge to enter pleas to the charges. U.S. Weekly was unable to. Oh, by the way, it's from U.S. Weekly, in case you were wondering.
Okay.
Was unable to determine if he had a lawyer who was willing to speak about the allegations for him. If convicted for patronizing a prostitute, Rome faces up to $1,000 in fines, which seems a bit low, actually.
Right. But also
he could also be sent to prison for 6 months.
And since it was within the school property, right?
No,
Does
no.
he get
No, that's it. There's nothing extra here. If
he doesn't
convicted,
get any, like not child molestation or whatever, but put on a
no,
list or
he's
anything.
he's not put on a list. There's no sex offender charges there. But because of the additional lewdness charge, he could pay an extra $1,500 in fines. Which, to be fair, though, if he's a bus driver who doesn't even work for the school district, right? He's a
no
temp
longer a
bus
bus
driver, right? You ain't gonna see that $1,500 in fines. Like you ain't getting paid. With the article, this is where it gets worse. It goes on. This has not been a great month overall for school bus drivers. Last week, a Massachusetts bus driver was charged with a slew of criminal offenses stemming from his disconnecting the surveillance cameras on the bus.
That's not cool.
Dude, it gets worse. Reddy Grace deviated from his route with students in the vehicle and made unauthorized stops. First, on December 4th, he was driving a 3-year-old girl home, but took a road not on his route. Cops say he intentionally deactivated the interior camera, but audio from inside the bus captured the child asking to be brought home.
Bro.
On December 22nd, he deviated from his route once again, this time while driving a 5-year-old nonverbal boy home. Cops allege he stopped on an unauthorized road, not on the route, turned off the bus engine, left the child alone on board for 11 minutes. Audio was recorded or recovered from that trip, and the child can be heard crying.
Are we not background checking these bus drivers?
Oh, that's where we're going. The bus had been fitted with a GPS monitor. Grafton police charged Grace with 2 counts of kidnapping and single counts of reckless endangerment of a child, misleading a police investigation, and tampering with evidence. During a court hearing, he pleaded not guilty. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Right? Like, you assume when so Zoe's never taken a bus.
My kids have, but they don't anymore.
Like, I drive Zoe a half hour to and from school, right? Like, Zoe's never but you assume that when that big yellow bus comes, the person controlling that bus is going to take care of your kids and is going to be a responsible, functioning member of society. You never in a million years think the bus driver is going to be like, I got shit to do, and unplug stuff and just go joyriding with your kid in the bus, bro.
We gotta look that up. We gotta figure out if there's like background checks on shit. Like that.
What are the qualifications for being a bus driver, right? Like,
I mean,
so,
if you guys know, if you guys know what the if there's background checks and maybe something was missed, let us know in the comments.
If you know
This
a bus
shit's
driver,
crazy.
or if you are a bus driver, if you can be like, hey, listen, here's how that could have happened. Here's how that mistake could have been made, anything. But it makes no sense to me, right? Like, how is that even possible? And then going back to the first part of that story, homeboy's fucking on a bus. Like, do these things not have to be brought back somewhere? Like, they don't have, like...
I know there is situations where they take the bus home.
I was gonna say, our buses take home. Like, we take our work trucks home, right?
Right.
Like,
Oh yeah. That's different.
our
though.
buses take home vehicles like
I have
ours.
seen when I'm running, for work. I have seen buses parked in driveways before.
But do you think
But
that's
it's
maybe
more in rural areas. I don't know about
Right.
I think most of the time you have to drop them off and pick them up.
like? And I guess I keep going back to what I wish I was there. I wish I was a fly on that wall.
I'll tell you right now.
To
let
be
me-
there for the
let me
conversation.
Talk to this dude that's
Going joyriding with kids.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He ain't. he ain't never gonna go near a kid again.
Well, that plus also, he better hope. I mean, he gets jail time for. I hope he gets jail time for that shit. But he's gonna be treated very.
It's not great.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
But I'm more. Can you imagine?
I don't want to imagine.
Can you imagine just being there on the side of the road as a bystander?
Oh, I'd fuck him up.
No, not that. You just walk into the laundromat and a school bus pulls over and talks to this woman who you obviously know is a prostitute.
Yeah.
And they're like haggling, they're negotiating, like, how much for a blowy? $20. And she climbs. He has to pull the whole lever and open the doors, and she climbs up onto the bus. How do you discreetly, or think you're going to discreetly pick up a prostitute on a school bus?
Yeah.
One of the most conspicuous vehicles in the country. You're going to be like, no one will know, baby. It's me and you. Like, what are you doing? What is wrong with you in your life that you can't go home?
I wouldn't just let that go. I am not a person to see somebody doing something stupid that just stands by and watches. I'm a person to be like, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Right, you can't go home and hop in your Oldsmobile Cutlass and pick her up in that. Like, you got to use the school bus. Like, I agree. There should be some kind of charge there.
No,
like,
for sure.
In addition to not only did you do it on the road to a school, you did it in a school bus. Like, you should end up on the list that people don't want to be on.
Right.
Absolutely. But
for sure.
No, he's going to get maybe 6 months in jail, pay $1,000. I mean, he'll never be a bus driver again, but there's always Uber. Like, it's not like he's not going to do something. There's definitely an issue there for sure.
Yeah, I mean, no, they definitely should go on something to where, he can't just be driving people around and shit like that.
And so that, even though it wasn't exactly super funny, I read it. It's like, you've got to be shitting me. Like, this actually happens. There's no fucking way this actually happens. Let us know
if you know anything about bus driving, if they get background checks and shit like that.
I definitely want to know whether you are a bus driver, So, like, growing up, my my stepdad's mom, she was a bus monitor. Right. She wasn't a bus driver, but she was an adult who worked for the school district on the bus to make sure the kids weren't being dicks.
Oh, yeah. Those are usually for younger kids.
Yeah. It was for like elementary school or like
there's the bus driver, and then there's the person that sits
who's in the back of the
driver.
Right. Or like in the middle or in the back. Like she sat within the children to make sure they weren't being fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I get
like
that.
If you work anywhere in the school district or in any kind of capacity that you can explain to us how this might be possible, send us an email, comment, give us something, man, because I can't get it. I can't comprehend it. Not even a little bit.
All right, so my story's not that crazy. It's not that long, but it does go into
nothing you have is that long.
Huh?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. It does go into last episode though. You remember the question from last episode?
About wieners and stuff?
No. We're not doing that this week again. Shit. No. What happened to Ryan with his handgun? So it just happens to just happened to find a news article. Accidental shooting.
I can't wait for this.
Accidental shooting at Pinellas County Sheriff's Office leave deputies hurt. Right. So. Now you hear that accidental shooting. What's the first thing that you think with that?
An accidental shooting at a sheriff's office. Somebody went to go reholster their firearm, or I don't know if like sheriff's office have a range on site, like something that was clearly like whoops, this shouldn't have happened. Right.
So the first thing I thought was, because my military background. When we were overseas, or if you're in a building to where you carry your firearms, there's these things that's next to the entry doorways to where you make sure your firearm is.
You've told me about that. Yeah.
Where you take the magazine out, you make sure there's nothing in the chamber,
and you put it in the little hole and pull the trigger to make sure that it's
there's
empty.
Nothing in there. Right. Exactly. That was my first thought, accidental discharge, but then somebody gets hurt.
Sidebar, so didn't you tell me a story one time that somebody did that and it went off and they caught a world of shit? Okay, cool.
Yeah, that was in Afghanistan.
Okay,
yeah. Yep, he did his rifle and he didn't check to make sure he didn't pull the charge handle back.
Dude,
no,
I
yeah,
couldn't
no.
imagine the sound. I'm just sitting there eating lunch and a 5.56 goes bang 15
That's,
feet from me.
I mean, 15 feet's yeah, but it's normal hearing out there. You hear that shit all the time out there.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, that's. So I'm thinking like mess hall, we're eating, like it should be happening. I'm not thinking that half a mile from you there's actual warfare going
yeah,
on. So it's
yeah,
it's
yeah.
normal.
So a Pinellas County deputy was hurt in an accidental shooting on Thursday, according to investigators. It happened at the sheriff's office administration building in Largo.
Oh, I know where that is.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
driven by there. I know
yeah.
exactly
I
where that
live
is.
10 minutes from there.
That's hey, that's right across the street from DOR. Not related at all, but
Investigators say the deputy was cleaning their gun and it went off,
okay, no, that's not.
resulting in a minor injury. I can't find anywhere what kind of injury. They wouldn't place his name, and they would not place an injury that
Of course they wouldn't. You think they're gonna put that shit like out there for the wild to find?
Right.
Like which officer? Imagine that, right? Imagine you're just like paying attention to the news and Officer Smith. You read that Officer Smith was cleaning his gun and he shot himself or shot another deputy.
Mm-hmm.
You call 911 and Officer Smith shows up. You're like, not that guy.
Yeah.
Anybody but that guy. I
Yeah.
don't let him
Yeah.
take the gun out. Get him out of
But
here.
they didn't
He's
even
gonna
say
hurt
what
me.
kind of injury it was, which is crazy.
It couldn't have been that bad.
For one, you're a sheriff's deputy. I feel like there's going to be a lot of blowback on this. I feel like if you're a fucking cop, you need to know how to handle your rifle and sidearm.
We don't know. Yeah, I was gonna say we know it's a rifle, but in general, yes,
Right.
you should.
Okay.
Now that's not to say accidents don't happen, right?
But if you're cleaning, here's what I don't understand. When you're cleaning your weapons, when I'm cleaning my weapons, okay, there's no magazines or anything in them, and the first thing I do is open either the charge handle and lay it down on the side to where I can see that it's empty, or if it's my sidearm, I open up the slide
And
make
you
sure
lock
there's
it.
nothing in there.
Right.
Yeah, you lock it back.
I'm with you.
Right.
Sometimes accidents can happen.
There accidents do happen, Ryan.
I'm with you.
So the reason I brought this story up is because it just happened. It made me think, oh, that sounds so familiar. What happened?
So, all right. I'm not going to bury the lead here. I shot myself once. Okay. So, right there. And it was, so I'm the exact same way, right? When I'm cleaning my firearm, I open it, I lock it in place, I put the gun down. I know it's clear. I know it's good.
Yeah.
Now, you've known me. We had this argument when we first met. I always carry with one in the pipe.
I do
Right?
too.
Now, for people that don't know, one in the pipe, when you have a gun, you can either have one in the chamber, so you pull it out, pull the trigger, and it goes bang, or you don't have one in the chamber where you have to pull the slide back to put one up and into
Correct.
the chamber to go bang, right? You know that, but maybe not everybody does.
Okay.
I always carry with one in the pipe. I'm ready to go. Boom, bang, that's it.
Yep.
For some reason, this particular day, I didn't have one in the chamber. And I had a buddy over. We weren't drinking and we weren't doing anything like that. I just had a buddy over and we were talking. I had just bought this firearm. And
Okay.
so I was breaking it down to clean it. And so I took it out of my holster. I put it down on the table. I rolled out my mat. I set everything up. He's over here off to my right. I'm talking to him. I pull the slide back. I lock it. Now, for those of you that know, this is a Smith & Wesson M&P Subcompact 40. So with that particular firearm, you have to squeeze the trigger to release the slide. You lock it back.
Disassemble.
Yes.
Yeah.
You lock it back. You flip up the takedown pin. You let the slide go and you squeeze the trigger. And once you squeeze the trigger, the slide's let loose and you can pull the slide off and break it down.
Correct.
I didn't have one in the pipe that day, and I skipped a crucial step, which was dropping the magazine. Because I was talking to a buddy, bullshitting like me and you are now, not paying attention, and I didn't drop the mag first. Now, if it had been my normal day-to-day life, when I pulled the slide back, a round would have popped out. I would have been like, oh shit, I didn't drop the mag, and I would have done that. But because I didn't have one in the pipe, I pulled the slide back, a round didn't pop out, I assume I'm good.
Yeah.
I set my takedown pin, I send it home, and I point it up and away, and my just the edge of the meat of my hand right here is hanging over the edge of the barrel, and I pull the trigger and it goes bang, and then all of a sudden I'm leaking.
Leaking. That's a good, yeah, leaking.
I'm leaking. Dude, I was maybe 24, 23. Like I'm running from one sink to the other and from my kitchen sink to my master bathroom sink to my guest bathroom sink, thinking there's going to be some magic water that's going to put the meat back into my hand. My buddy immediately calls the police like, hey, there's been firearm discharge. Nobody's fighting. It wasn't an altercation. It was a complete accident. We need EMS, blah, blah, blah. Dude, they show up. They give me an IV of like morphine in my driveway before I'm even in the ambulance. And the cops go in, they ask me what happened, and I give them it was an accident. I was taking it down to clean it, and it went bang. I don't know what happened. And they look, and what stopped me from getting in trouble was the fact that the takedown pin was flipped, right? Like you're only gonna flip that if you're taking it apart.
Yeah.
So they knew I wasn't just fucking off. I really was in the process of taking it down, and I fucked up.
Where'd the round go?
So the round, I couldn't have made this shot if I tried. So I was in my kitchen, and I had cabinets along the top of the kitchen, and there was maybe an inch and a half gap between the cabinet and the ceiling. The round went right in between the cabinet and the ceiling, and just up into the ether, just into the
ether. It's gone.
It's gone. Like I don't know if it put a hole in the roof, and to be quite frank, I don't care, because come to find out, the house that I was renting at the time, the homeowner wasn't paying the mortgage, and it got foreclosed on while I lived in it. So I don't really care so much about the damage that happened, but like it should have blown a hole in the cabinet. It should have blown a hole. It just bloop. If I didn't tell you it was there, you'd never notice.
That's
right.
Crazy.
You'd never walk in and be like, "Is that a fucking gunshot?" Because you won't even see it.
Yeah.
So they put me in the ambulance. This was down in Seminole. They drove me from Seminole to Tampa, which is an hour, because of where the gunshot was. It was literally right here. If I was 2 millimeters to my left, I would have blown this whole pinky bone out in my hand. It just hit the meat. Like the exit wound is a star. I had tango rounds, which are the opposite of a hollow point. So a hollow point, when it mushrooms backwards, right? When it hits flesh or liquid. A tango round, when it hits something, it mushrooms from the back out and opens up like a boat propeller.
Okay.
So as soon as it hit my hand, it opened up and just shredded my hand, dude. Like I will absolutely carry tango rounds in my firearm for personal defense now, because I know they work. Like I seen it. Like I know. So yeah, a lot of people, and I felt really bad about myself after that time. Like my daughter's mother was home so it was me, my daughter's mom at the time we were together, my daughter's mom's best friend, and her boyfriend Zach, who were really close now. Like me and Zach still talk. If you were to call Zach, he'd be like, I remember it like it was yesterday. Like and I felt like a piece of shit. Like,
oh yeah,
I've got no business owning a gun. I've got no business being around firearms. Like, what I could have hurt somebody else. I could have shot. Like, so many things go through your mind, right? And I was like on forums and looking stuff up, but like I read a quote. There are two types of people in this world, firearm owners anyway. Those who have had a negligent discharge, and those who will. That's it.
Yeah.
Right? Things like that happen. It doesn't mean it's due to being irresponsible. It doesn't mean it's due to, lack of education, lack of respect for the weapon, sometimes things really do just happen.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, though,
had one.
It'll never happen to me again.
I've never had one, and I hope I never have one.
But have you almost? If you look back, has there ever been a time where you're like, oh shit, that could have been bad?
I don't think so.
Okay.
And that's being 100%. I don't really think there is, because I know I have kids in my house. I know I have my wife in my house. If I'm ever, so I carry right
Right.
every day. When I take my ECD out, I put it away
And
with it still one in the chamber.
right, but it's in a safe place, and
It's in a
you're not
lockbox.
like, hey, Holly,
Yeah,
like
no,
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 it's
it comes
out
off. It
over.
never points up or
Yeah,
anywhere. It always stays pointing down.
you're the one who. So I used to want to carry right here, and you're the one who was like, dude, I hate that because to me that's always flagging. Like
Yeah.
anytime you turn, your pistol
Even
is
if it's pointing down, dude, it's still
it's
you're
still
flagging
pointed at
people
somebody,
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
So
no.
and so that kind of changed my mindset on that. Like I'm usually either appendix carry or like 5 o'clock carry.
Yeah.
One of those two. I'm either like 1 or 5. I'm never on the hip. I'm never like 6 o'clock, right dead center behind the
So
waistband.
I'm usually right in the front until I've gotten fat, and then now it's on the more I'd say like 5 o'clock. Or
Well, I mean,
three the 2 or 3 o'clock. I would
so
say.
the good thing about getting fat though is you can, especially in Florida, you can carry on your hip at the 3 o'clock inside the waistband and nobody fucking knows.
Yeah,
Like it's just there, and like it's
I'm not that fat.
your excess hides it. Oh, I
Mine's
have
all
been.
front side. I'm not sides, so
Oh,
you still see the imprint on my shirt.
I have been.
But
I used to carry
I carry
at my hip.
alien gear now to where it carries it lower to where you don't really see anything.
Yeah, you've carried alien gear since I bought that one for my 357 a while back. Back
Oh, yeah, it's
before
been a
I shot
while.
myself. Yeah,
Yeah, it's been a while.
you bought
since
it
I've had
for. I think you had a Glock at the time.
Yeah, and I have an ankle holster that I carry when I'm working.
Yeah, I used to carry, and now's where we get into like the hey. You guys might not like this part because not everybody likes guns, right?
Oh, fuck
I
that.
I used to carry a 357 in my boot when I rode motorcycles. I had it. I used to carry it on my waist, but I'm like, I just don't. I don't trust only having 5 rounds on a 2.5-inch barrel in a self-defense scenario like that. But on a motorcycle, where if I need it, it's really close up and it just needs to go bang and drop somebody. I would carry a 357 right here on my left boot. Just reach down because my throttle hand's my right hand, so I can reach down left hand, bang, bang, and get out of there.
Yeah, yeah. I don't mind carrying a revolver on my ankle. Everything else is magazine fed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I prefer some kind of striker fire, semi-auto. Like I don't want to have my primary at any point in time being 5 rounds of hope. Because there are two mindsets there. One is if you can't drop them in 5 rounds, then you shouldn't be carrying a gun, which I agree with. But the other side of that is you never know what kind of situation you could be in,
Yeah.
and 5 rounds really may not be enough.
Yeah.
It really
My buddy-
may not.
My buddy, he Ryan, the other
Yeah.
Ryan, he carries every day and he always has an extra magazine on him.
I do too. Every time when I always have my pistol, my firearm, and an extra mag, whether it be in a mag holster or in my pocket or in my center console. Right, I always have one within reach, simply because you never know.
Yeah.
And you've got your hard opposite end of the spectrum that are like, you're not at war in the city. You don't need 32 rounds. You're right, I don't. But it's like having a condom. I'd rather have it and not
one
need it than
yeah.
need it and not have it.
Exactly.
Like, get out of here.
Yeah.
You never know how that's gonna go, how that's gonna play out, and I'd
All right.
rather just make sure.
So this is going to be a new segment that we didn't do last episode. This is going to be what we call Beyond the Front Door.
Oh,
Okay,
yes.
so Beyond the Front Door is what we're going to do. It's probably not going to be a very common thing to happen, but it is going to be
Once-
a segment that we hit
once
in a
every
while.
few episodes,
But
maybe.
basically, it's what we see at work.
Yes.
So, like we've said at last episode, we're tradesmen. We are primarily HVAC
AC,
guys,
air
AC,
conditioning,
air
right.
conditioning, heating.
And it's not just
Um,
HVAC. We do air conditioning in Florida. It's like the wild fucking West out there.
Yeah.
And so
So we see some shit. Okay,
A little
we go
bit.
to different people's houses multiple times a day. I'd say anywhere between 4 and 8 houses a day.
And I've been to professional wrestlers, I've been to professional football players, baseball players,
Yep.
lawyers, doctors, surgeons.
Musicians, like all of it. Yeah.
Right, like I did a job for the former guitarist of Jefferson Starship, right? Like we've done a lot of stuff for a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
That being said, we see a lot of shit.
Oh yeah.
You don't know what goes on behind the front door.
Oh man. Beyond that front door sometimes is awesome.
Sometimes not so much.
It's some crazy shit. Sometimes you walk in and you turn around and you puke out the front door.
So I personally, I've immediately coming to mind, I've got two here. They're very, very opposite ends of the spectrum. Do you have anything, or do you want me to just run with it here?
I mean, I have one.
Okay, so let's. I'm gonna start with one that's not super funny,
Okay.
but it's very much of a It kind of reminds you that we're people too,
Okay.
right? So we work in Florida. In Florida, there's a lot of wealthy people. There are a lot of people retired to Florida. A
Yep.
lot of people, this is where they come. They come here to die, right? So it's true,
Bad way to put it.
but it's not wrong.
It's not,
Florida's
no,
God's
yeah.
waiting room, bro. So I go to a call. This was
Did you just say Florida's God's waiting room?
yeah.
I've never heard you say that before. That's great.
Florida's the intro to purgatory, dude.
Oh God, that's great. Yeah.
So it's like you meet a lot of people. So I went to this call. This was probably 8 years ago, 7 years ago, and the house was a nice house, right? It was probably 3,000 square feet, good $800,000 house on a golf course, all this stuff, right? And I called the customer ahead of time. Strict note to call ahead of time.
Yep.
Hey, this is Ryan with blah blah so and so air conditioning company. I'm on my way. Just want to give you a heads up that I'm headed your way now. Okay, well, I need you to hurry up because I'm in a rush and I have to go. Okay,
That's so annoying.
I get it though. I'm towards the tail end of my window. You're scheduled, 2 to 4, and it's 3 o'clock. So I'm on the way. I get there, and as soon as I get there, I knock on the door, ask them what's going on, and I say, "All right, before I get started, can I use your restroom real quick?" And they're like, "Well, you probably should have thought about your bathroom needs before you got to my house."
Oh, this is already starting.
And I'm like, well, I was in a rush to get here. I figured it'd be faster to go here than stop. And he goes, "Yeah, it's down there, $2 on the left. Hurry up." Okay. I'm still biting. You know me. I have a longer fuse than you do. So I go down, do what I got to do, wash my hands, come back out. I'm like, "All right, man. So tell me a little more about what's going on." He goes, "Did you not read your notes? I told everything when I called in."
Oh,
I'm
dude.
like, I know you did, but it works better for me if I can get it directly from you. You can show me what you saw, explain it to me. Like, I don't live here. You know your house. You can give me the best information that I need to help solve your problem. He's like, "Well, I already looked it up on the internet, and it's this. So I need you to do this."
Not the way it works, homie.
Okay. All right. I'm still really trying. And I'm like, "All right, well, I'll go look at that. Can you do me a favor? Can you show me where your air handler is?" He goes, "You don't know? How long have you been doing your job?" I'm like, "You know what? All right, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop you right here." We're like in his office, similar to where we are now in my house. Like, "I'm going to stop you right here. I want you to do me a favor. Look around. Do you see all these degrees you have on your wall? All these degrees in that computer you have right there, and you still had to call me for my help. Just because our collars are different colors doesn't mean you're better than me. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back outside. I'm going to go to my truck, and I'm going to take a minute. I'm then going to come back to your house, and I'm going to knock on your door, and we're going to try this all over again.
Yep.
And if you can't treat me with the respect that I deserve as another human who's only just here to help you, then I'm going to go back to my house. That's the comfortable 72 degrees, and you can fucking call somebody else."
Yeah.
And I turn around, and I walk out the door. This was back when I smoked. I go down to my truck. I smoke a cigarette. I come back. I knock on the door. I'm like, "Hey, I'm Ryan from Blah Blah Air Conditioning. How can I help you today? Sounds like y'all having some AC issues." Dude, night and day. Night and day,
Dude,
man.
sometimes you just gotta,
Like, it was like I was dealing with a completely different person. It was crazy. And it's like, it's wild how there are people in this world who treat other humans that way and treat other people that way because they think that's just what gets them what they want.
Yeah, no. Dude, so you have a lot longer fuse than I do.
Oh
Okay?
yeah. Oh, I know I do. I've been on the
I
phone
don't
with you
deal
doing
with
this job
stupid
for 10
people.
years. I know you don't.
Oh my God. As soon as you start acting stupid, you
Right?
get one chance.
Like
And
that
I
drunk
fucking
guy
get
that
in my
one time.
truck and I leave.
Yeah.
That's it. You're gonna go another 2, 3 days without AC because we're not sending a guy back out. Because
No.
once I call my office and I tell them that, hey, I left, they know that something stupid happened and they're not sending somebody right back out. I'm the one that works in this area.
Yeah.
You get me. That's it.
And which means that no matter what happened, once all this, you're gonna get me again.
Yeah.
And that's gonna suck. That's gonna be embarrassing. That it's like, oh shit, this is that guy I talk shit to.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So, it for me, it was like it's really eye opening that like some people, and I took that as a learning experience. Sometimes you just gotta bark back.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
now, I don't let it get that far. Like, hey, listen, I don't know who you're mad at, but I've never met you before, so I
Yep.
know it's not me.
Yeah.
I'm
I,
I'm here to help you, and if you want to let me do my job,
and
I
that's what I
will.
don't understand, man. People are, they call us out because they don't have AC. And I get it. It's hot. It sucks.
You're
I'm
miserable.
in
You're
it every
cranky.
single day, all day long. I
Yeah.
get it. It's hot. It sucks.
Yeah.
But I'm here to give you AC. If I can, if it's, repairable at the moment.
Right.
But I'm still here to help you out. Why are you taking your anger out on me?
Yeah.
Like, I love when sometimes we'll go to people's houses and you'll get there and they'll be like, oh, thank God you're here. We love you so much. Do you want this? Do you want that? How can I help you?
Dude, do you know what I tell those people? I walk in the door, I'm like, I wish my family was half as happy to see me as you are, man. Because like they're the people that you can like laugh and joke and have fun
Yeah.
with. Like, but it's I don't get it. I
Yeah.
don't.
So mine's not like that. I know you
That
said you had two.
that
I'll
was a
hop
little
in here.
deeper. That wasn't quite funny, but it's more like as just a reminder in general to the people out there who may not do what we do. Like, whoever's knocking on your door, they're a person too.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, just cut them some slack. You don't know what kind of day they've had. You don't know what they've
Unless
got
they're a
going
solicitor,
on.
then fuck
Yeah,
all
that's
of
true.
that
If
and
you've
kick 'em
got
out of
no
your yard.
soliciting and they're asking you if you want solar,
Yeah.
kick them square in their beanbag. But otherwise, like, just we're people too.
Yep.
Like, we can only do so much.
So mine goes back to the company that me and you met each other at.
Yes.
Okay. That when we first started there together, that we had a different manager.
Yes.
Yeah, the guy that you said wears his ass in the front.
Yeah. Andre.
Yeah,
His ass
yeah.
was on backwards.
Yeah. We got a different manager after that. And
Oh.
me and you and that different manager, we would somehow, I don't understand how he always fell for it. We would convince him somehow that we had to run our route together.
Everything was a 2 minute. So I know that like there are going to be some tradesmen who watch this and who've seen this. Like if you've ever been scrolling through the social media reels and you see like trying to convince my boss that every job is a 2-man job and it's two dudes holding a piece of 3/4 inch PVC pipe, right? Like
As they walked in, yeah.
we invented that. Like that was
Oh,
we're like, but Randy, listen, if you let us ride together, we're gonna be more efficient because you can put both of our routes on us. They'll get done twice as fast. Like
Yeah.
we just wanted to hang out.
Yeah,
and
we
get
really
paid
did.
to do it.
We went to this house and we were supposed to do this repair. Now, I've never done this type of repair, so I was following your lead on this one.
Which one was it?
Yeah, it was a thermal expansion valve that I think we were doing.
Oh no,
but-
on the case coil.
The whole thing was we get there and it was in a condo. We do a lot of condos.
Yeah.
And it was an elderly female. And where we get there and it's towards the end of the day. And the first thing we get in there, we take the unit apart and we're getting ready to start doing our big work. And she goes, "Hey, would you guys like some water?" You remember this? Yet? Oh God, dude. So this is again back when I just started doing this in civilian world, right? So I'm like, "Oh yeah, we'll take water." Ryan gives me a weird look, and I'm like, "What's the weird look?" So we both get a cup of water. Listen, I took a sip of this water. Not only did I instantly spit it back out, I was full on dry heaving, gagging Because yes, it was water in that cup, but that cup I swear to God, it's not been washed in a
So
year.
I don't
And
know.
the only thing that's been in that cup is boxed wine.
Red.
Oh
So
my
if you
God.
guys remember, like the old plastic Coca-Cola cups, right? Like you would almost get in like a restaurant. It was those
Yeah.
that used to be clear, but these ones were burgundy. As soon as I learned already doing residential for so long. If a customer offers you water, you drink it out of a bottle.
Yeah.
You do not
So
drink it out of a glass.
I learned that very quickly that day. And she asked me what was wrong. And she was elderly. Okay. And I mean like elderly, elderly. So I was trying to not be rude and
Yeah,
disrespectful.
this
I
was one of
just,
those ladies who was in God's waiting room.
yeah, I was just, Jesus Christ, Ryan. I just
Somebody was
sucked it
waiting on
up.
the
We started
inheritance.
working, and as soon as we went back to the unit, Ryan looked at me. He's like, "Never drink water out of cups." He's like, "If they ask you for water, you get bottled water. If they don't have bottled water,
You
then
wait.
you deny."
You say no, thank you, I'm good. I got drinks in the truck, but I appreciate it. Like you
Yeah,
did I ever tell you about the time that I got burned doing that?
burn. Well, it would know.
Not burned like, but I got. So
Oh,
I was at a customer's house. He goes,
oh yes, yes, he did. I just
he's
remembered.
like,
Yeah,
he's like, do you want some water? I'm like, if you got a bottle of water, that'll be great. Because that's how you say like, I'm not gonna drink water from the tap, but
yeah.
I'll drink a bottle of water.
Even if it's from a
So by the way,
refrigerator, I don't give a fuck.
there might be some people from up north here. Down here in Florida, you do not drink tap water. I grew up where if you want water, you pour it from the sink. You don't do that down here. You
Yeah,
drink bottles of water. So I'm like, yeah, if you got a bottle of water, that'd be great. He hands me like a little mini bottle of water. I open it up, I start drinking it, and as I'm drinking it, he goes to his counter and starts grabbing other little bottles of water, filling them at the tap and putting them back in the fridge. So I'm like, not only am I drinking Florida shitty tap water that I'm gonna be shitting myself later, I am also drinking Florida shitty tap water out of
out
a
of a
cup that
used
this
bottle
guy's
of water.
already drank out
Yeah, yeah.
of.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I don't accept cups of water anymore.
No,
And
dude,
if they do give me a cup of water, I take it and I'll dump it out outside.
yeah, you're just to be nice, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I'll make
or
them think I'm drinking it, but I'll dump it out outside. I
or
won't
like
drink it.
if they say, do you want some water, and I really am thirsty, I'd be like, yeah, if you've got like a fridge or something, I'll gladly fill my water bottle if you don't mind. Right? Like I'll do something where I have some kind of control over the
Yeah,
situation. But if they're just handing me some gamble water, I'm good with it.
yeah,
No,
no,
thank you.
no.
I've got one more. So I used to be an installer, and I had a helper. He's Rick. You know Rick, right?
Yeah, I know
So
Rick.
yes, you've known Rick for. He used to be my helper.
Yeah, I know that part. Yeah,
We were on a job down on Bel Air Beach, and back then this was before Zoe. I was like 21 years old probably. I used to be out drinking all the time. Like I was not like I wasn't, a role model. I was showing up to work just sober enough to do the job.
yeah.
And we had a duck job to do down on Bel Air Beach. And they were two sisters who lived together. And I swear these ladies sounded like cartoon characters. Like it was like I was talking to Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Like I
I've
I
met the type.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know how they got through life as far as they did. But we're balls deep in this attic, man. And I happen to be crawling and I bend the wrong way and I just when I let out a nasty, just hungover chili dog beer fart. And Rick goes throws up in the attic. Just loses it. Just vomits in the attic into the insulation. We never went back there. We just crawled somewhere else. I'm like, dude, there's no way it was that bad. He goes, bro, I've been to prison. And that might be one of the worst things I've ever smelled in my whole life. So we keep going through the job and we're close to being done and we're hooking up the return. Now, for those that don't know, the return is what takes the air from inside the house, cycles it through the system, and puts it back into the house.
Yep.
So I look at Rick and I just get this shit eating and grin on my face. He goes, "What are you doing?" And I grab the return with the system running. I put it up against my ass and just let it go. Just let
You
one of
dirty
these
bastard. You
nasty
dirty bastard.
chili dog Bud Light country bar farts rip right into this return. And then I squeeze the duct closed.
You
So
dirty, dirty bastard.
So then we're sitting there, we're giggling, we're laughing, and then we hear the ladies downstairs. Miriam, what was that? I'm like,
Oh, no.
wait, what? Susan, what do you mean? Miriam, somebody farted. It wasn't me. Susan, you've been right next to me the whole time. You didn't hear anything. Well, it wasn't the boys upstairs because they're in the attic, so it had to be one of us, and I know it wasn't me. They are at
dirty
each other's
bastard.
throats, fighting over who farted in the house because I shat my pants into the return. Me and Rick are in tears, just sobbing. We're laughing so hard, and we can't laugh too hard because if we can hear them yell, they can hear us yell.
Right,
And
yeah.
that'll give me away for sure. Talk about not getting your ticket paid. Dude, we are crying. We're laughing so hard because we've got these two. I mean, they're 75 if they're a day, arguing downstairs over which one of them. There's no way they shat themselves in front of each other, and it was me the whole fucking time. Like,
Oh, you dirty, dirty bastard.
sometimes terrible things happen beyond the front door, and that was just one of those times, brother. I couldn't help it.
You dirty, dirty bastard.
Thank you. That's one of the
Oh,
nicest things
God.
I've heard all day.
Okay, next segment. You ready for this?
Not particularly.
All right. This is why we drink. Remember, this is why we drink is like what grinds my gears.
Right.
Right? Yeah. So me and you had a conversation a while ago, and when we were talking about doing this podcast. And it was a while ago. And I was like, you know what? This would be a great conversation for the podcast. We're gonna put a pin in it.
I'm not remembering.
You're not remembering.
I'm not.
Okay. We drive through. When you're coming to your house, there is a traffic circle on the way to your house, correct? It's also known as a roundabout.
Rotary.
No.
Rotary.
No.
Rotary.
No. No. It is a traffic
Rotary.
circle or a roundabout. And I will stand by this until I fucking die.
I didn't call it a roundabout till I was well into my 20s because everywhere else in
Okay?
the country,
You still look like you're fives. Doesn't mean your brain is fucking...
everywhere else in the, you want to talk about brain activity right now, you fucking dumbass? Everywhere else in the country calls it a rotary.
I've been to other countries that you have not
Good
been
thing I
to.
said everywhere else in this country, not fucking Afghanistan or Turkey.
Okay. Neither one of those countries is the ones I'm talking about. But okay. Europe. Okay.
Oh, you mean where they speak a different fucking language?
Right. Roundabouts. No one calls it a rotary.
Yes, they do.
No. No, they
You know
do
what?
not.
We have never been in the same place at the same time to have this argument. I will happily squash this right the fuck now. Beforehand,
squashing
but
it.
beforehand,
Because you, sir, are wrong.
listen, I come from a town that has the second biggest rotary on this side of the Mississippi, and I take
Okay.
pride in that.
For one, that doesn't count.
Yes, it
you
does.
said how long is that?
Huge. I don't remember, but
You
it's
said
it's massive. It's like a mile.
That's the fucking road.
It's
That
a
is
rotary.
not a traffic circle or a roundabout. That is a fucking road.
Well, you babble your cocksucker. I'm going to do some research here real quick. I'm not even going to give it a prompt.
Okay.
What is a rotary, Google?
Okay. Leave it in the comments what you think a traffic circle and roundabout is and what you call it. Because nobody...
Oh, wow. Other meanings of rotary, a traffic circle or roundabout.
You're lying.
Traffic circle or
No one
roundabout.
calls it a rotary. No one.
Yeah, I'm so glad you brought this up in front of other people so we can squash this once and for all. Where in the country, no, we're going to do this right now, do people call
There's a reason we put a pin in this conversation.
roundabouts
Because it raises the temperature.
rotaries? You know, we are doing this. People primarily call roundabouts rotaries in the New England region of the United States,
Well,
with the term being most heavily used in Massachusetts. This regional term is also commonly used in parts of New Hampshire, Maine, Rhode Island, Connecticut, and Vermont, often referring to an older or larger circular intersection. So, when I have said that they're called rotaries, from where I grew up, and that it was very large.
You named 6 states.
I grew up in one of them.
6 states.
You said nobody. Your exact.
6
Your
states
exact. Go
out of
fuck
how
yourself.
many?
Your exact words in the beginning of this conversation were nobody calls them that. That is 6 states that call them that. That is 6 states. If you want to bring that down to a
nobody
fraction,
even
that
knows
is
anything
3/25.
That is nothing. Nobody even knows about those places.
12% of the United States call them roundabout or rotaries.
12%.
12%. I did that math in my head.
12%. 6 states out of how many?
50.
Okay. So you're
6
saying,
out of 50 is 3 out of 25. That's 12%.
what does the rest of the country call it?
I don't know.
No, you do. Because Google told you.
They're also called traffic circles or roundabouts. Okay. I'm not saying that they're not. I never once said they are not called roundabouts. I never once said they are not called traffic circles. I did say, though, that they are also called rotaries. And that's where this fucking point of contention comes into place. Because you said, no one but you calls them rotaries, and you're a fucking dumbass. Plenty of people do, just not people that you know. Does not mean that they are not called that.
Every single person I've talked to.
Oh, and you've talked to every person in the world? Every one of them. All fucking 8 billion people. You've talked to every one of them.
How do you know there's 8 billion people in the world?
A rough estimate.
Rough estimate.
I'm better at math than you.
Motherfucker, no.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
It is a roundabout or a traffic circle. And it
can also be called a rotary.
It is a fucking mile long. That is not a goddamn traffic circle.
No, it is.
That is a road.
Dury.
No. ROAD.
That is a road. You know what? I'm even gonna try this here. I'm gonna see if I can look up the town I'm from.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
No. I'm not.
You tell us. Okay? You tell us, and we'll see who has the most comments. Ken or Ryan the dumbass over here?
I'm not doing this.
You are. We're gonna have. Okay, you don't have to do anything. We're gonna let the customer. God damn it, I'm too into work still. We're gonna let the audience choose. Okay, they're gonna tell you what's what. I won't have to, because they're gonna back me up.
No, they're not.
Because they're gonna be on my side of this.
No, they're not.
And listen, this is a great segue. You want to leave a comment to us, or if you want to ask us questions.
I'm not even paying attention to you guys right now.
You want to ask us questions or leave comments, drop it in the comments of whatever platform you're listening on. Or if you want to email us and ask us to talk about something or ask us some questions.
The South Hadley Traffic Rotary, located at the intersection of US 202 and North Main Street, is an existing oval-shaped 2-lane at-grade intersection in Hampshire County. It features a 960 feet by 640 feet diameter. It is
not a mile.
960 feet by 640 feet. So I was off. It's a quarter mile.
That's not a mile.
A quarter mile.
You said Listen,
I'm not good at estimating.
Email is at the bottom of the screen right now. Okay, Blue Collared Banter at gmail.com. If you have any questions for us, if you want us to talk about anything specific, if you want to call us idiots, do it however
You can do
want
that.
to.
You can
Drop
call us
us an
idiots.
email, leave comments. We'll see you next time. This is the Blue Collar Banter.
One more thing, just don't forget all of your emails, everyone you send in. I want you to put attention Kennifer. That's Kennifer. Attention Kennifer. He'll read them. I'll laugh. We'll all giggle. It'll be a good time. Thank you for joining us in Blue Collar Banter. Y'all have a good day.